Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today I'm going to be giving you my review of Bohemian Rhapsody. Now if you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, and as always my videos, this review may include spoilers, so you have now been warned. Bohemian Rhapsody is charming, sweet, heartbreaking, but most of all it's such a fun time seeing all of those Queen songs up and being played on the big screen. It will just grip you, and if nothing else, this movie will make you want to listen to Queen, more specifically Bohemian Rhapsody, on the way home, full blast in the car, just like I did when I saw this movie. And without a doubt, the best thing, the absolute best thing about this film is Rami Malek's performance as Freddie Mercury. He is phenomenal, like unreal, like genuinely I was so blown away, and there are genuinely points in this movie I cannot remember what happened in the scene or like what the kind of connection to the story was, because I was just so captivated by Rami Malek's performance. He was charismatic, he was charming, he was a little bit of an a-hole as well. But what I really loved about this is that he played Freddie Mercury through all of this kind of flamboyance and outrageousness. He played it with a certain level of vulnerability throughout this movie as well. And I just absolutely loved Rami Malek's performance in this movie. And if he doesn't win Best Actor at the Oscars and every other award season this year, I am going to burn Utica to the ground. Another thing this movie did so well is that it captured the live music performances really well. They were very well put together, they were very well choreographed, and at points it did feel like I was at a rock concert watching early Queen. But for me, the standout moment sequence in this movie is the film's final act, I guess you would say, and that is the whole Live Aid sequence. It absolutely blew me away. I had goosebumps, I had a lump in my throat, and the only kind of thing I can compare it to that I've seen at the cinema this year is kind of the launch sequence that's in First Man. I had the similar feeling there that I did here, and that is just a feeling of feeling overwhelmed, I guess is how I would describe it. I was just in awe at what I was experiencing on screen. It just totally blew me away, and I highly suggest you go and see this movie for the live performances, but just more specifically that Live Aid performance. It deserves to be experienced and appreciated on the big screen. Now my next point is not really a negative or a positive, because I really enjoyed the story to this movie as well. I thought it ebbed and flowed nicely. We dipped into important moments of the Queen's story, but we didn't stay there too long, and it kept a nice pace throughout this movie. But my biggest kind of, I don't know, it's not a gripe, but my feeling when I left this movie was, taking away the spectacle that Bohemian Rhapsody was, is that I was satisfied with the story, but at the same time I felt like it only scratched the surface. And it's a really kind of odd point to bring up, because I enjoyed the story. I felt like we got a real look into Freddie Mercury's personal life, his home life, his love life. I felt like the stories that were told around that were told really well, and I enjoyed them, and I felt like, you know, I was told enough to be satisfied. But as I say, at the same time, it just felt like there was something missing, like we'd only scratched the surface. It's a really odd point to kind of sum up, because like I was happy with it, but at the same time I wanted a little bit more. Maybe I'm just thinking a bit too much into this movie, and I should just appreciate it for what it is. And what it is a huge fun spectacle, and it just totally blew me away. And I really suggest that you guys go and see Bohemian Rhapsody, and as I said, experience it and enjoy it on the big screen, because it is wonderful. Yeah, I just totally loved it, and I guess that is my review of Bohemian Rhapsody. So if you guys have seen it, then let me know what you thought about it, as always, down in those comments below. And if you did enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the very next episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. That was a really bad Freddie Mercury impression, but I'll see you then. Ta-ra.